Warning, this is a spoiler alert for 90 Day Fiancé Hunt for Love. Alright y'all, so I'm back at it again, and here we are with a second part to the 90 Day Fiancé Hunt for Love tell-all drama. If you missed the first part, then go back and watch that video. It's titled Hunt for Love Drama. But now we're going to get into some of the predictions that I have from the story that Elise told when she went to go do her interview. So if you didn't see that part, I'm going to put a clip right here.
Oh my God.
Where do we begin?
The people you think end up together aren't together. The people that aren't together do end up together. It is like so messy.
Yeah.
There's guest appearances on the tell-all.
Yes.
Some exes. It is drama like to the max.
I can't lie. It's saying unhinged, feral, and messy. I just can't wait for this. But here we go. So at least she does say that there are some people that were together that aren't together, and there are some people that weren't together that are together. Starting off with an easy one, I think a couple that's going to end up together is Chantel and Ashley. And for the record, Ashley was not on the show, but she was mentioned on the show several times by Chantel. Yeah, I think Chantel is going to explore her sexuality, and she's going to end up with Ashley. For the people that are not aware of who Ashley is, I'm going to post some pictures now. So this is Ashley standing next to Chantel, and they do look happy, I will admit. They do look like a nice couple. But now I think Joe is going to have some words for Chantel at the reunion. Basically saying, you wasted my time. Why would you go through with this when you already know what you wanted? So can't wait for that. Then next we have a post that was made online, and it says, 3 crazy things that happened to Colt Johnson after the ambulance scene on 90 Day Hunt for Love. He moved in with Cortney, who took care of him. They became romantically involved, but later he left her. Needless to say, I think they're going to end up together. But by this post that was made, I'm actually not surprised that he left her. Doesn't he usually do that to all his women? Well, maybe everybody except Vanessa. I think Vanessa left him. But yeah, he usually does leave everybody. So, not surprised. I will say, I do think that there's going to be a twist to this little get-together thing. One, because I did find a picture of Colt on Tinder. So that proves he's single now. But in my opinion, my prediction, I think that she's going to end up with Usman. And the reason so is maybe she wants to get back on TV. And he wants to get back on TV. And y'all both were on 90 Day Fiancé before. So, since y'all were already employees and y'all both are already on the payroll and have experience of being on the show, y'all might as well make this a continuation to continue on with 90 Day Fiancé. I mean, technically you are dating somebody from another country. I guess you do qualify. This last prediction shocked me. When I say shocked, shocked. The last prediction I have is Tiffany and Tim. And it's still shocking me now, but I did find some pictures of them online, and people were saying that they were cozied up. So here they are. I'm just shocked because Tiffany was throwing subliminals at Tim the whole time. Tim just seemed like he wasn't interested in anyone there. They both were seeing other people while they were at the resort. So just for everything to be over, and now y'all two are together. Now, I did say hide your business from certain people, especially so it doesn't end up on camera, but y'all did a very good job of it, if that was the case and y'all really are together. I mean, congratulations. I mean, I wish you the best, but unfortunately, you two do not qualify to come back for 90 Day Fiancé in any capacity. Well, I guess except for maybe like Pillow Talk or a reunion or something, but you won't be on 90 Day, Happily Ever After, before the 90 days, and none of that. But good luck to you. And next we have the breakups. So this is for people that were together that didn't end up together in order for this tell-all to be messy. And you already know the first one on my list. That's Jennifer, Rob, and Cole. The reason that I don't think that these couples or this triangle is going to end up together, one, I do have video of Cole visiting Tim. I'm different, so I don't see someone that's dating Jennifer hanging out with her ex. Because remember, Tim and Jennifer are exes. So I don't see them being together. And then you have Rob. He's really emotional and sensitive to me. And didn't Jennifer say she doesn't want that type? So, I mean, if she's going off looks, then go ahead. But I don't think they're going to be together. I just think Rob wants to do him and Jennifer wants to do him. So if they do end up together, I just think it's going to be like a fling. It's not going to be a long-term relationship. All right, the next one is clearly obvious because we had talked about it previously. I don't think Tiffany and Carlo are going to end up together, especially because rumor has it that Tiffany is now seeing Tim. So we can X that one out. The next one I have on my list is Cortney and Usman. So clearly they don't end up together right after the show because we did talk about this previously. But remember, Colt left her and he's on Tinder now. So I kind of do think Cortney and Usman are going to come together, but I think it's just going to be game in order to end up on 90 Day Fiancé, you know, another chapter so they can end up telling their story and getting more money. And then the last one on my list was clearly Chantel and Joe. Chantel, she's happy with Ashley. I think she's going to be with Ashley and end up with Ashley. So, sorry, Joe, you're out. So, I do want to reiterate that the 90 Day Fiancé Hunt for Love tell all, it was already filmed, it's already completed, everything's done. I mean, it probably has to go into post production, but as far as filming, it's done. The thing about that is, we only got the first 8 episodes, so there's still 8 more episodes, so things may change in between now and then, because that's still 2 more months of episodes that we have to watch. So we're definitely going to have to watch these episodes carefully and come back here and, you know, drop a comment on who you think will end up being together or who you end up thinking won't be together. I mean, things can change from here until then. So the next segment was Elise stated in the interview that there are going to be guest appearances. And this is nothing that we're not used to because I think every tell-all, even since from the beginning, there have been guest appearances. So let's go through that right now. Now, going through with the guest appearances. First one on the list, I think that Big Ed is coming back. One, he's at any tell-all. I think he is just drama. Maybe people do like it. I mean, I don't like it. I think they should leave him out, but maybe he does make good TV. So look at this post here. A post from 90 Day Gossips. It says, TLC brings back Big Ed, the most hated 90 Day Fiancé star, to rescue failing franchise. And one, I'll say, I don't think he's the most hated. I mean, one of the most hated, yeah. But I think Angela is the most hated. You know, Angela and Michael. And then the second part of this says, failing franchise. I don't think Hunt for Love is failing. But who am I to say anything? The second guest appearance / ex, who I think is going to come, should be no surprise. I think Veronica, Tim's ex, is going to come. I mean, she is known for stirring up some drama, so her getting with Jen, I can definitely see that. I definitely think Veronica is going to come back. And she was even at the last 90 Day Fiancé tell-all. I think it was just 90 Day Fiancé. Veronica is one of the people that has been with the 90 Day Fiancé franchise for a long time. I think she's definitely going to understand the assignment. The next person on my list was Pedro, who is Chantel's ex. Personally, I don't think he's going to come. I did see video, and I don't think I've recorded it, but I did see him post a video acting shook saying, when you get into an argument, but then she's calling the police on you. I think he's really done with Chantel. I think he doesn't want anything to do with her, so I'm going to cross him off. The next person is Larissa. And if you don't remember Larissa, she was the ex of Colt when he first got started on the show. Now, dude, I think she's going to show up. It's a possibility, a high possibility. And the reason I say that is because she recently was on a different TV show. So who knows? She might be making a return to TV. So I do think, yes, we'll see her at the reunion. This next one I have on the list is Kim. And Kim is the ex of Usman, or Soulja Boy. So with them, I don't think Kim's going to show up really, but there is a possibility. Now, I was recently on a live with Kim, and this is how it went.
Do you watch Hunt for Love? I've seen it.
The thing that pissed me off with this live, and I'm talking about pissed me off, was I got on this live with the intention of getting information out of Kim. I started on it, and then the comments, they just really took over. So, of course, I was trying to be messy, and I said, well, Kim, do you watch Hunt for Love? I think I had to ask about 3 times, but then she finally said, yeah, I've seen it. The next thing I wanted to ask was about Usman, but Kim ends up making a comment, and then everybody's posting on that comment. I don't know if she saw mine and just tried to skip over it, but I definitely tried to get some information. In another clip, she says, well, Sophie doesn't follow me. And I'm thinking, well, what issue does Sophie have with you? But then Kim ends up saying, oh, I protect Rob. Don't talk about him. Don't say anything negative about him. Then it clicked. Sophie's Rob's ex. So maybe that's why Sophie doesn't follow you anymore. But then I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's more reason for her to come on this tell-all, and that's to defend Rob. The next person I have on my list is Vanessa. Now, she's the ex of Colt. Colt and her, I believe they ended on bad terms, to where she said she does not even want to speak to him again. She wants nothing to do with him. Like, I think she even moved to a different city. So say if they lived in Vegas, I think she moved to like Reno or Carson City, but she's done with him. So she's an ex in my book. I don't think she's going to show up to this reunion. But we have Larissa. And then, just to be messy with this last one, is Jesse. Now, Jesse, believe it or not, is the ex of Jennifer. They did not come on the show together. They ended up dating other people, and then they eventually got together. So bringing him back, in the beginning, he did come to every tell-all. Everyone that had something to do with one of his exes. So do I think he'll be there this time? I absolutely think he will. Okay, y'all. So that's everything that I had on my list for people that are going to be together, that end up apart, or people that were apart that ended up together and shocked everyone. And I even covered the guest appearance and all the exes that were coming. So I hope you liked this video, and thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.